Okay, in today's demo, I'm just going to quickly walk through how this ASP.NET string reverser application works as a demonstration of using the access control services in App Fabric. So as usual here, I've gone through and I've set up a project in my Fabric portal, and I've got a couple of namespaces in that project, and the one I'm going to use is this KKACS1 namespace, and I have a management key that I can use to establish a connection to that endpoint. So okay, so to run this ASP.NET string reverser project, the okay, before I can load up this project, I have to run a script that's provided by Microsoft called the setup command, and this is all done, of course, after installing the App Fabric SDK. So this script is kind of involved. You'll probably want to download it and go through it in detail yourself, but basically what it does is it launches this command line utility called the Access Control Manager ACM.exe, which is installed in the SDK, and you provide on the command line a path to that executable, and you specify whether you are going to be running the C# version or the Visual Basic version. And then the script takes over and configures the virtual directories for your server application, and also takes care of creating the claims that the client can authenticate against the server. So I'm not going to go through that in very much detail in this demo, but download these files and take a look at yourself how it works. Okay, the setup script returns for us a couple of keys, a token policy key and an issuer key, and you should make note of those and save them off in a file. And in this simple example, all we're going to do is embed those keys into the server and the client application, and that will basically allow each of them to authenticate with the access control service. And so in this case, our server is just a ASP.NET application that has no user interface, but it's got some code that will verify the token coming from the client, and take the appropriate action based on the claims that that are provided in the client token. And by the same mechanism, our client application has embedded and I've just gone ahead and hard coded them in here rather than prompting for on the command line, but we're basically specifying which ACS namespace we're going against, and we are providing the issuer key so that the client can be authenticated by ACS. So then once that happens, we can make a call to this method called getToken from ACS, which is defined down here, which will return for us a token that the client can then use to get access to the server. So it's fairly simple utilization of ACS here, but going through this code gives a good overview and introduction of how at least this one simple scenario works. So how does this work? Well, we will start up an instance of our client, and if I type in a string, and we now get an indication back that we've received a token, and it's gone ahead and granted access, and it has now done its thing, which is the only thing that this particular server application does, which is to reverse the string. So it all works. A fairly simple illustration of using the access control service, and I would encourage you to go ahead and download this AppFabric SDK and sample and experiment for yourself how this stuff all works.